Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. All right, we live. Come on, man. ABP Reactions Live, day 3 in this thing. Let's make sure we kicked in. All right. There we go. We in here, man. All right, I was making sure. Shout out to everybody up in here. Shout out to the Ace Pit. Y'all know how we do it, baby. We just crossed over, man. Shout out to everybody who was on the Kick side. Shout out to the Kicksiders. Make sure y'all following the Kick ABP network on Kick, man. I go live on there early in the morning before I go live on here. So make sure y'all get on there. Get with the squad, man. We on there. You feel me? 100 days, 100 nights is live right now. We on day 2. So I will be going live 100 days straight. 100 days straight. We on day 2. We got 98 to go. I want to know who's going to last with me. Who's going to make it for 100 days with me right now? If you're going to make it for 100 days, going live, checking me out for 100 days, that's a lot, man. I need you with me, man. Drop them aces in the motherfucking chat. Drop them aces in the chat. God damn. Shit. Nah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody up in the building. Well, this is where we're going to go live, man, with the reactions. ABP Reactions Live. These are the reactions that the Ace Pit chooses. Y'all select them. Y'all drop them in the Discord. Matter of fact, let me show you where to go. I'm going to give y'all this walkthrough every day so y'all know, man. You go right here. Where's it at? This is the Discord. The Discord, I got to pin it to the top of the chat. But you go to the Entertainment Center right here where it says Reactions. You click Reactions. And booyah, there they go right there. And you just drop them in. Boom, drop them in. And when I see them, I'm gonna hit 100. I'm gonna drop 100 sign on them. You feel me? You see how I reacted to this one? That's letting you know that I saved it. So I put the 100, letting you know I saved it. These are all from the Discord. So everything we react to live is from the Discord. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody who is participating, who is dropping videos they want me to react to in this motherfucker. I definitely appreciate y'all. And I'm doing this for y'all motherfuckers. Let's go. Let's go. The big bad Ace Pit, man. All right, so we ain't gonna waste no time, man. I got 2 hours. We gonna do 2 hour banger, get the clock running. And I gotta do What Could Go Wrong right after this. So we gonna do What Could Go Wrong, the new big 3, me, Keem, and T-Real. Ha ha! The new big 3, man. So let's get into these reactions right now. I'm just gonna go in the order that I have right here. I ain't gonna overthink it. Some are gonna be long, some are gonna be short. But in 2 hours, I'm getting off this thing, all right? Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all smashing the like, man, if y'all having a good time. If y'all enjoying these, if y'all at home, y'all rolling up. If you on the road, if you at work with your ear pods in, whatever the case may be, man, just make sure y'all smashing the like so that we can get these videos circulating in the algorithm. We want to get it circulating in the algorithm. I'm trying to compete with all these reaction channels, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Who won't smoke? Hey, DJ Ghost, I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for you, boy. Woo! I'm coming for you, DJ Ghost. You know what I mean? Punito. Shout out to the Ace Pit. They gave me a new name yesterday. Punito. I'm Magneto at FMW. All right, look. Let's get to it, man. The rapper that keeps straightening. All right, let's see what this is about.
What's poppin', y'all? Lil TJ's.
All right, hold on. Y'all know we got to do the intro for every reaction. We got to do the intro. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one is called This Rapper Keeps Threatening Kai Cenat. Lil TJ. They own you, Lil TJ. I don't know what the beef is about. I definitely been seeing little clips on Instagram, but let's get some information. Let's learn together.
What's poppin', y'all? Lil TJ's back in the news, and no, absolutely, it is not for music. It is not for a hit song. It is not for an anticipated collaboration. It is not for an unreleased. It is not for a leak, and it's not even for a snippet. It's for him deciding to go at one of Kai Cenat's homies. And this is utterly ridiculous. So this all started while, of course, Kai Cenat is hosting his Mafiathon 3. Biggest event ever. Biggest streaming
going
event
crazy.
ever.
Mafiathon going
of
crazy.
The success of people supporting financially, which is him getting 1 million subs. Now, there have been events in the past that have reached a higher viewership, but those are different. So Total, who is the
1 million subs is crazy. Let's just let's show love for that. Shout out Kai Cenat for 1 million subs, bro. That's some legendary shit. 1 million subs. What the fuck?
Brazilian streamer that Kai ran into when he was in Brazil and doing a couple of streams. He brought him along, and that guy has been doing his own streaming thing. And there's also Ray, who he met in Japan, who is a Taiwanese guy who also is part of Kai Cenat's crew.
Ray be going up.
His, not G League team, but his little league team of streamers. So Total was listening to Lil TJ and I can't play you guys, of course, the music. So he was vibing out to Lil TJ, and Ray, who is locked in, he's known Kai Cenat for longer, and he knows a little bit more of the lore. He says, "Oh, that's a op." You gotta keep in mind a lot of context and nuance to certain words are lost on somebody like Ray. Ray is from Taiwan. He's learning a lot of the lingo. The guy he pretty much has an Atlanta accent to a degree. And I've heard this in.
See, I'm out the loop with the Ray and let's keep watching though. With the Ray and Lil TJ being an op, how does a streamer beef with a rapper? Let's see.
People from abroad that listen to and follow a lot of maybe like hip hop related content or something close to that, or streamers, they start to talk like them. But that's who they listen to, and that's who they learned English from. So Ray just says like, "Oh, that's a op," and then Lil TJ gets triggered, and he says the following. Op, and this is, I think, from his second page.
Oh, he
LMAO. So when I see a little and slap the F out you, what they gonna say? He's not slapping nobody. Bullying a streamer again, I guess. I don't know, because he didn't even slap Blackboy Max. I don't know what part of stop playing with me you ain't understand. They don't care. This is the thing. Ray thinks that Lil TJ thinks that Ray cares what he's got going on or has heard what he's got going on. He doesn't know anything about Lil TJ other than this guy doesn't like my mans, and that's it. And he says, people got real life problems and trauma due to circumstances you will never understand. Think it's cool to insert yourself in this ish for no reason? What makes me an op? Who you D-riding? How many of you over there feel like this? They all feel like that. You're talking trash about their mans. Why wouldn't they feel like that?
This feel like a silent cry to get cool with them niggas. It's like he trying to extend, like, because he's not really going off in this message. He kind of like saying like, hey, man, he like trying to check him, but at the same time, like, nigga, hold on. Why you with them? Why you not with me type shit? Like, it feels like that. Like, just say you want to go on Kai Cenat stream, man. Just say you want to be involved in Mafiathon 3. Just say it, brother.
You know what we do to ops? LMAO bet. F what the algorithms say. I can't wait to see you, gang. I'm going to treat you like you my skin complexion just to show you ain't no discrimination. Can't wait to see you, buddy. You made the bed. This is psychotic levels of just tweeting.
Yeah, why
not tweeting?
Why you go that far?
IG fingering into the void, because we're not even gonna say that. Oh, Ray doesn't know the context.
This nigga got at Ray like that is crazy.
Like, yo, you've got real beef, because that's been a term that's been used. It's like a colloquial term for we don't mess with that person. That's what it's become.
What the
so
fuck?
He's not gonna talk about like an op. It means he's trying to get in the streets with me. No, he's not. And Ray, he just like lets it slide. He's kicking it. He's enjoying life. He's loving life. He will never run into TJ, and TJ's not doing a damn thing to him. And hopefully, if TJ ever did anything to him, he rats on him, or he tells on him, and he informs. He makes an honest mistake, as Young Thug would say, on him, and sends him behind bars. That's what he deserves. Acting like this, threatening people. And Kai Cenat reacted to this, and I'm going to play you guys the following clip.
He tripping.
Lil TJ threatens Ray after Ray told Thota and Lil TJ he was an op. So when I see that little and slap the out of y'all, what they gonna say? Do you know what we do to ops? What the algorithms say? I can't wait to see you, gang.
That nigga talking to Ray like that is crazy. Like, what? You talking to a little Taiwanese kid that called you an op because he's a fan of music. You know how these fans are. They're going to side with who they listen with, brother. Like, you really taking that personal? It's because he got a platform and he's intimidating. That's all ego. Your ego is bruised. Like, you know he don't mean you an op like when he see you gonna fight you and shoot you, nigga. Like, come on, man. That's a little ass Taiwanese kid.
Bro, come on, man. Really? Like what? Like really? Come on, bro. Ray probably just seen that what Lil TJ said about me, and Ray going off ignition. He going based off what he see. You got a Brazilian and you got a Taiwanese, bro. Come on, bro.
Right.
Stop the violence, bro. Ain't nobody.
Right. Like
Stop.
what?
Let's just stop, y'all. Don't threaten nobody, man. It's not right. This is not right, man.
I personally love how Castanat handled this, and it just goes to show like how far maturity goes. We also love how Academics handles these things because he would have just turned up like crazy. But Castanat handled it properly. Castanat's got corporate sponsors. Castanat looks at Lil TJ like an ant underneath his shoe, underneath the bottom of his shoe. He liked his music at a certain...
Nigga Castanat is out of here. Compared to Lil TJ, like this nigga Castanat. Are you not watching Mafia Thon 3 right now? All the people he got pulling up. All the stars, not like D-listers, not C-listers. My boy got the big boys, A-listers pulling up. Nigga, what? That nigga had Tony Hawk in this motherfucker. They built a goddamn skating rink in Tony Hawk. Come on, man. Lil TJ, calm the fuck down, bro. Come on, Lil TJ. I'm just saying, man. Shout out to you, bro. I don't know. I can't even name the last song. I can't name. Never mind.
Point in time. And he felt like he was just getting called out by him for no reason and getting hated on for no reason. So he's like, yo, screw this guy. And he's not even going to address it. He's like, yo, you are so immature to be reacting like this when it's an offhand comment. The conversation didn't even last about you, and you're trying to turn it up into violence? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? And other people noticed this too. And there's actually a funny reaction that said the following, where he said, Lil TJ got all this energy for Ray Asian Boy, but not his real ops who put 7 bullets into his chest. Now, I would never say this. I do think it is crazy to up it to this level. And of course, Lil TJ is not going to be talking online about people that nearly ended his life if he was trying to get back. It's kind of like how Dirk fell back and actually put on a plot for, or allegedly put on a plot for murder for hire. And even though I dislike TJ's behavior and I think he's very immature and I think he is entitled and he's bratty, I don't wish ill for him. And I'm not going to disrespect him to that degree. I'll say Lil TJ's music is good, but he hasn't been able to put out music consistently. And I will say that Lil TJ is his own worst enemy. And that's the sad part about it. Lil TJ is 23, 24, and Kai Cenat is around the same age, maybe a year younger than Lil TJ, and he's ran 25 to 50.
What was the last hot Lil TJ song? I feel like Lil TJ at one point, now this is outside looking in, West Coast. I'm from the West Coast. I feel like at one point, like Lil TJ and A Boogie was like neck and neck competing, but then A Boogie like shot up to the moon. And Lil TJ, I don't know what the fuck happened to Lil TJ. What was the last song Lil TJ had? Because A Boogie's still going crazy. What's the last song Lil TJ had?
Elapse around Lil TJ. And you would think Lil TJ is trying to rationalize or make a good argument for why he is reacting in the way that he is, but there is none. You guys remember that, I think it was earlier this year, Lil TJ got banned from Madison Square Garden and all related Madison Square Garden properties because he went to a boxing event and spat in the face of a security guard. Oh, some people will say,
shit.
Nah. And this is the thing. Rappers get a lot of passes, a lot of chances, and nobody wants to make a rapper accountable. Like, their fans will be like, nah, like maybe the security guard talked to him crazy. But after you've seen how Lil TJ handled the situation with Black Boy Max, and after you've seen Lil TJ handle the situation with Kai Cenat, where there is no situation, he just self-inserts.
What happened with Black Boy Max? I'm out the loop. Let me know in the comment section. What happened with Black Boy Max and Lil TJ? I'm out the loop. I don't keep up with Lil TJ. I don't know.
To him hating on him and also hating on Aiden Ross for no reason whatsoever. And then he's spitting on a security guard and getting banned. What does that tell you? Lil TJ always seems to be the center of the problem. Regardless, what happened recently was that Kai Cenat had A Boogie and Don Q and Highbridge.
Oh, look. Speaking of A Boogie, there you go. Told you. A Boogie doing his thing. See, A Boogie stay relevant. A Boogie stay, if it ain't his song, he gonna be on somebody's hook. He gonna be a feature on a hot song. A Boogie stay relevant for sure. A Boogie stay having some hot shit, and he dope as fuck.
We all know, or you should know, that Kai Cenat's favorite artist, favorite streamer is A Boogie. Unlike Wale, who he didn't recognize, he knows A Boogie, and unlike the majority of lyrics, like Youngboy lyrics that he doesn't know, he knows A Boogie lyrics, and he has not been shy about it, and he invited them, he had them freestyle, he had A Boogie play Unreleased, he was so excited for A Boogie's music, and you could see the fan in Kai Cenat come out, which it's a beautiful thing because I think Kai Cenat is so happy that he gets to kick it with his favorite rapper he was listening to while he was on the grind coming up, and they show him a mutual level of respect where they're also so excited. They're like, man, this guy's giving us an opportunity on the biggest stage still, even after he's like this lit, and they have a moment.
That's
and
tight.
Then, of course, Lil TJ does not mess with A Boogie. Keep that in mind. So Lil TJ goes on IG Live.
God damn, Lil TJ don't like A Boogie either? Shit. So Lil TJ don't fuck with none of the streamers. He hate all the poppin' streamers. He beefing with the poppin' streamers. And then on top of that, he don't fuck with A Boogie. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. These young niggas, man, I can't keep up with all this beef shit. This nigga beefs with A Boogie too. Okay, and I saw y'all say that Black Boy Max banned him from smoking on stream, and that's why him and Lil TJ. Okay, so Lil TJ just seemed like a knucklehead. He seemed like a little hothead that got skills with making friends and shit. I mean, like he got lack of skills with making friends. He don't know how to be a people person.
And he's just fuming with hate. And I'm gonna play you guys the clip right now of Lil TJ reacting and explaining why he hates Kai Cenat.
Y'all sucking real ops. Real ops. It's not no Kai Cenat. The reason why I don't like Kai, you wanna know what's crazy? I'll tell y'all. The reason why I don't like Kai is because he be on my real ops dick. He knows it.
Oh, okay. So their hoods in real life is opposition. Okay. So Lil TJ and A Boogie from opposite hoods. They from op hoods. Got it.
They all know it. Everybody know it. My real fans know it. The algorithm of the internet don't know it. And I'll be like, yo, gang, you that's cool, but to go out your way and just be on a and just keep hating on TJ, who's your age and you want some older it's kind of crazy. I'd rather you just stay out the way. So it gets me mad and get emotional. I used to never have outbursts before because there wasn't nothing as triggering as this that I'm facing now. And it's like, this media train. I never had PR like that. I ain't never do that. I just drop my music. I just do what I do. So when you go through a little phase of getting trolled and shit, y'all wouldn't even know because y'all fans, you know? Have little outbursts and go crazy and shit, get a hate train like I'm experiencing. Snow. Don't be tripping.
That's all pride right here, man.
These little just, you know?
So here, he doesn't even give a legitimate reason.
It's all
he
pride.
just says that people keep hating on TJ. And what I believe, and what some other people believe too, is that Lil TJ feels like the amount of love, because he talks about like D-Ride, and the amount of love that A Boogie gets from Kai Cenat is a diss to TJ. If that doesn't tell you how delusional Lil TJ is and how self-centered he is and how he thinks the world revolves around him, I don't know what else does.
That
now, keep in
crazy.
mind, A Boogie and TJ, there is static between them, and it all started with the fans. Like when Lil TJ was blowing up, people kept comparing him to A Boogie. They were like, yo, this guy's sounding just like A Boogie. He's taking A Boogie's swag. He was also from the Bronx, and he was probably inspired by A Boogie, considering A Boogie came out like, what, 2016? 2016. So he was Lil TJ was listening to A Boogie, but Lil TJ's got a little bit of an ego. And then there were some subs that were thrown between A Boogie and Lil TJ,
wow.
And then things kind of like mellowed out, but there was an alleged chain snatching that happened. And it was supposed to be fake, I think. I think it was fake, like as if TJ's team had stolen something from Highbridge. So in short, these guys don't mess with each other. They don't like each other. But for you to think that Kai Cenat would do something like that is just ridiculous. Kai Cenat shows love to A Boogie.
All right, hold on. Quick question. Kai Cenat is from New York, right? I mean, I know he like Jamaican or some shit, but I'm saying like he's from New York, like that's what he represents. What part of New York is he from? If he is from New York, because I think he's from New York, right? What part does he represent, Kai Cenat? Because is Kai Cenat like, do he feel like Kai Cenat is from the ops too? Or does he feel like Kai Cenat is an op because he's siding with his op? Because Kaizenat ain't never gave off gang bang affiliation vibes ever. So I don't, maybe Kaizenat just from being a fan, he's mad at Kaizenat. That's correct. Oh, he from the Bronx? Okay. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Shit happens.
Not only because he loves A-Boogie, his music, but because A-Boogie's treated him well. Like, he's been collaborating with A-Boogie like going on 3+ years ago. If you guys remember, he did this when he was just like a YouTuber. Kai Cenat did this like pranking like fake producers with rappers or something like that. And A-Boogie was one of the people. And they got along. And when A-Boogie was rolling out his last EP, he had this song called Did Me Wrong, which got over 12 million views in 2023. And that was a music video that was directed by Kai Cenat. So A-Boogie brought Kai Cenat on.
Oh, they all from BX. They all from the Bronx. Okay.
To work on this new project, which Kai Cenat was so happy about. And even when Kai Cenat was really pressing A-Boogie with the hoodie at his home in the Mafia-thon, and he was like, bro, you gotta you gotta let me know when the album's coming out. And then A-Boogie's trying to change the conversation, which is what rappers are always trying to do when it comes to a project.
They try to swerve your ass.
And he keeps asking him about it. But he's just like, listen, man, whenever you're getting ready to drop, let me know how I can help. I want to be involved in whatever way. So A-Boogie has reciprocated. He didn't just treat
that's a cold ally.
Like, oh yeah,
that's a great ally to have.
Or this is just somebody that's got clout that I can use or anything like that. He had a respect for him. There was a mutual respect. They're both from the Bronx, and he brought him into his own work too. Like NLE Choppa's an example of that too. Like NLE Choppa and Kai Cenat are locked in. They're super cool. They did a song together. They collaborate all the time. Now, NLE Choppa, I don't think Kai Cenat enjoys his music as much as he enjoys A-Boogie's. But TJ's trying to self-insert into a situation that has nothing to do with him, where nobody's thinking about him, and trying to gaslight us.
Who that sound like, y'all? In this space, who that sound like trying to self-insert themselves in business that has nothing to do with them? Always in the middle. Always trying to make it like them. Always trying to beef with people. It sounds like a couple motherfucking names. Put them in the chat right now.
To being like, oh, damn, like Kai Cenat sneak dissing him. That's not happening. Lil TJ is just, I don't think Lil TJ's miserable, but I just think he believes that he is a lot more important and a lot more thought about than he actually is. Well, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed.
All right. Hey, man. Shout out to these young brothers out here doing their thing, man. They all doing their thing, regardless of who's bigger than who. They all doing their thing. They all got an opportunity to change some lives and people around them lives. They got to get their shit together, though, man. Like, you out here beefing, and you niggas got too much money to be out here beefing and shit, man. God damn. Put your people on. Put your people in position. That's bigger, man. That's the bigger goal. That's what y'all should be doing. And to be mad, like, I see Lil TJ, he got like a negative spirit, a negative vibe or something for you to just be beefing with so many people. That's not a good thing, man. That says a lot about you and what you going through mentally and what you going through in life, nigga. Like, everybody can't be the problem. It's you that's the problem. If you go around and everybody you come close to or come and engage with, you start beefing with, it says a lot about you, brother. Why do you have so many enemies, my nigga? You know what I mean? So beefing with Koch, that's just dumb. But I get it if you're saying, oh, you fucking with my ops, so your ego and your pride is in a way because he loves A-Boogie, so that now you automatically hate him. But it's gonna hurt you in the end, man. That boy got an army, man. They both got an army because they both doing their thing. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Who's wrong in this situation? I mean, beefing with Ray is stupid. Like, come on, man. He's just a fan, bro. He's a fan, and he's affiliated with Kai. He's a fan of bro music. So, you know, that's how these young niggas talk. You a op, but they're not gonna touch you. They're not gonna fight you when they see you. They're not gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, not Ray, at least. Like, he's a Taiwanese. These just little kids, man. Y'all niggas is tripping, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. Hey, that's actually the only child syndrome. That could be true. If he's the only child, that's definitely how only childs be acting. They want all the fucking attention on them at all times. It gotta be about me. You don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me. You supposed to fuck with me. That entitlement be crazy. That only child syndrome, that entitlement be through the roof, man. So That's possible. That's possible if that is the case. Everybody smash the like button right now. Let's do a smash break. We're going to insert that. We're going to call them smash breaks, man. Do a smash break. Everybody hit the goddamn like button if you want me to keep going. We're going to stay on this motherfucker and go up. We trying to get this channel to 20K. I want to get this channel to 20K. That's the short-term goal right now. It's at 18.8. Short-term goal, so tell a friend, tell a friend. Make sure y'all share the videos if y'all can, man. Make sure y'all smashing the like on these motherfuckers. As you know, I created the members-only side now. So I have the early access members only. It's going to be, for those of y'all who love the reactions, who want to see them early before they come out. The exclusive ones I do offline, because I do some online, the ones that y'all select, and I do some offline. And I'll put them up like 2-3 days before they come out. For those who want to see some reactions, for those, if you just want to support, it's all good. Everybody got their own way of showing support, whether it be coming in here talking shit, whether it be coming in here dropping a super chat, whether it be just leaving a comment, whether it be just smashing the like, whether it be just watching, whatever the fuck the case may be. I'm not a fucking complaint. I'm not complaining. I take it all. As long as you're engaging in some form or fashion, I'm not mad at that, y'all. Let's keep this shit going, though. We're going to rock out as many as we can right now. Let's look at this little short one right here. This one is only 5 minutes. This is something we talked about live the other day when Bud Crawford got pulled over after his parade and on his birthday in his city of Omaha, Nebraska. He got pulled over by the police. The police drew guns on him, and they said that it was a security gun. Well, we have the security now. The security is going to give their side of what happened, and I want to hear it. I'm sure some of y'all do, so let's react to it right now.
Hours after Omaha.
All right, let's see, man. Let's put this up. I'm gonna make reactions of short shit, long shit, all that shit. Fuck it. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one is Bud Crawford, security head recounts downtown Omaha traffic stop. So now we get to hear what the security has to say on what really went on when Bud Crawford was pulled over after his parade the other day. Let's see what he had to say, y'all.
Hours after Omaha celebrated hometown boxing champ Bud Crawford's accomplishments with a parade, he's pulled over by Omaha police, setting off a firestorm on social media. Good evening. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Brian Mastry.
And I'm Zena Taher. Today is Bud Crawford's birthday. He turned 38. What happened at the traffic stop early this morning in downtown Omaha is now the subject of an internal investigation at the police department.
We'll hear from Crawford's security guard who was in the vehicle in a moment. Plus, reaction from the mayor. First, a breakdown of what police say took place this morning. Around 1:30 this morning, Omaha police say they spotted a vehicle driving recklessly near 12th and Capitol.
Okay.
This is near the Steel House where Crawford's after party was being held, which was attended by many, including Mayor Ewing. A traffic stop was conducted on Cass Street, a couple blocks to the north of there. Officers say they ordered everyone out of the vehicle for their safety when they saw a gun on the driver's floorboard. And only after that did they say they identified Bud Crawford by looking at his driver's license.
Okay, so that goes back to what I was saying you got security in the car. This happens a lot, y'all. This happens a lot with celebrities. Yeah, I got security in the car. I got him with a weapon. But me as a person, I feel safer knowing that I'm quicker to respond or I can get to this weapon before depending on somebody else. So I'm going to have this on the floorboard. I'm going to have it in my lap. It was probably in his lap. And when he got pulled over, he put it on the floor. But, that's him understanding his surroundings. He's a big star. He's a big, boxing champ, but he's still in his hometown. And like we said the other day, a lot of artists and celebrities get killed in their hometown faster than anywhere else. So he was probably just, hey, look, man, shit. I know there's people out here that want to get me. And I'm on the way to the party with the mayor. Cut me some slack here, man. Cut me some slack.
First Alert 6 reporter Andrew Pfeiffer tonight with the version from Crawford's security chief who was in the passenger seat, the same man who rode on the float with Bud during Saturday's parade.
To be a man who can get to receive his second key to the city and have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that.
Kasim Shabazz is shaken up.
Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives.
Being the head of Terrence Crawford's security, Shabazz has seen a lot, but nothing like this.
Wow.
Oh, man, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Early Sunday morning, Crawford and his team were leaving an after party following his parade. According to police, they pulled their vehicle over near 12th and Cass Streets for reckless driving. That's where things took a dark turn.
And as soon as he said he had a firearm, the police officer that was on his side became unhinged.
Police immediately drew their weapons, pointing a gun at Shabazz and the pound-for-pound champ.
Wow. And let me ask y'all a quick question. Do y'all feel like maybe, just maybe, he was targeted by the police? Because, I mean, like, you would know Bud Crawford. He lives out, I mean, like, I think he lives in Colorado, somebody said. But he's from there. I'm sure you know what car he drives. I'm sure you guys are aware. He got he got 2 keys to the city. It's not like he's a nobody. He's a champ. You probably know what car he drives, and you probably seen him, and you was probably like, fuck this. This our shot. We finna pull this thing over. He made me lose 20 bands this weekend. He made me lose 10,000 or something. I don't know. Well, let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
I literally have my hands on top of the ceiling and the inside of the vehicle.
According to police, an officer had identified a firearm on the floor of the vehicle, causing officers to draw their weapons. Kasim says it went down differently.
He never see a pistol, he never see a firearm anywhere. They didn't even see the firearm on me because of the way I was positioned in the vehicle.
Shabazz, Crawford, and 3 others were taken out of the vehicle and put in handcuffs. A short time later, they were released with a driving citation. Then, a video of the incident started circulating on social media.
I was briefed this morning, and my heart sank, to be quite honest.
Earlier this afternoon, we caught up with Mayor Ewing and asked him to share his thoughts.
I was heartbroken that something that was so good would then have an issue that would potentially have people concerned about police-community relations.
Damn. Got the motherfucking mayor on here siding against the police. Y'all done fucked up. Y'all just messed up a beautiful moment, and his day is going viral for the wrong reasons. Instead of his day going viral for all the great things that happen, it's going viral for your dumbass police pulling a gun on this man.
Mayor Ewing says he called and talked to Bud following the incident and offered him this.
The most important thing I think that Bud and I talked about is that we would have a thorough investigation and that we would be completely transparent in that investigation.
There was no reason to have drawn guns on us. That no matter how prepared you are, no matter how calm you are, if you run into a rogue police officer who wants to escalate, then he's going to escalate.
For the record, Omaha police are reviewing what happened this morning as part of an internal investigation ordered by the police chief, where interviews with the officers and body camera video will be examined.
Now, we were talking, Andrew, earlier in...
You in trouble now. That police officer about to be under some fire. They're going to be like, look, man, you're making the spot too hot. Just take a couple weeks off, man. Take a couple weeks off. We're going to say that we put you on suspension. You know what I mean? While we investigate this, just to take the pressure off of us. Because we are talking about the boxing champ, the nigga who just did record-breaking numbers versus Canelo. And all those people's eyes are on us, and we look crazy. We gotta suspend you, man. We gotta put this fire out real quick.
The newsroom, and you mentioned Crawford's security lead, who you talked to tonight, teaches others what to do if put in this type of situation.
You know, Brian, that's the irony here. He teaches those classes, and then it happens to him. Shabazz also is the leader of the Black Agenda Alliance, where he teaches classes on how to de-escalate situations with police. He shared with me what he tells in those classes if you ever find yourself in a similar situation. Now, number 1, know the law. Be informed on your rights when carrying a gun. 2, calmly inform the officer of that fact and present all valid IDs.
That's tight. That nigga know his shit. So you're not just pulling over 2 niggas. Like, you pulling a nigga that know his shit, that knows the law. Learn the law, y'all. Learn the fucking laws, man. My nigga know the laws. Let me talk to you properly. Let me articulate myself properly. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to try to make your blood rise and make you start yelling. And listen, check this out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Here is my ID. Here's this, here's that, here's what you need. I do have a weapon. It is holstered on the side of me right here. I do have, a permit to carry. I'm boo-boo. I do, yeah. Like, you got to learn how to talk to these motherfuckers. Now, he's saying the cop he went from 0 to 100, basically, on Bud's side. That cop had a point to prove, which makes it fishy. That's what makes this shit sound fishy. Why did you go from 0 to 100 on Bud?
3, learn to articulate properly, meaning show respect and state your case simply and briefly. And 4, to stay calm and to stay patient. Bottom line, Brian and Zena, Shabazz tells me he doesn't want this to hamper the relationship between the police and the North Omaha community, but he also doesn't want to sugarcoat what happened at that traffic stop. Live in the newsroom, Andrew Pfeiffer, First Alert 6.
Andrew, thank you.
That's right.
We're
That's
told
right, my
both
boy.
guns, Crawford's and Shabazz's, were legally registered. The police chief has ordered an
Legal
internal
weapons.
investigation. The mayor stressed that he wants to get answers to what happened, but he also wants Omahans to remember the pride and joy of Saturday's parade and how the night ended shouldn't tarnish that.
All right. That's right, Mayor. Stand on business. The mayor is standing on business. That's what a good mayor is supposed to do, man. Let's find a solution for all this shit. Let's not point fingers. Let's figure it out. Yeah, y'all was wrong, so I'm going to call it. But also, you know what I'm saying, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm against y'all. I want you to know we're going to look into this and be very transparent with you. And we're going to find a solution, and let's move forward. It was a great night. It was a great event. It was a great day. It was big for Omaha. Let's not spoil that. Let's put Omaha first. So shout out to the mayor. Now, Ace Pit, I want to know. Drop in the comment section who was wrong in this situation. We still need that full video, though. We still need that full body cam video so we can make a full, unbiased opinion on what really happened. Because right now, it definitely looks one-sided. It looks one-sided, and I'm definitely siding with Bud. I'm siding with Bud. It looks one-sided to the motherfucker. So, yeah, I'm sure they're going to drop the full thing. And when they do drop it, if I don't see it and y'all run across it, please drop it in the Discord or please drop it in the, in the post tab. And I'm going to save it and we're going to react to it as well. So let me know what y'all think, man. Who was wrong? Who was wrong? Who was right? What y'all feel about the mayor? Is the mayor doing the right thing? Should the mayor be fired? Well, let me know. You know how motherfuckers be having all kind of opinions. I'm going to give you 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. All right, man. All right, let's keep it rocking. Let's keep it rolling. Shout out to all y'all tuned in, man. We just in this motherfucker doing these live reactions. These are videos that the Ace Pit submitted to me. I'm watching them live, seeing what y'all want to watch, what y'all think. I'm giving y'all my live reaction. Y'all giving me y'all reactions in the chat. Make sure y'all also, definitely tear the chat up. Tear the chat up. Go crazy in the chat. But make sure y'all also smashing the like button and leaving a comment in the comment section on this video too. Make sure y'all showing some love in that motherfucker. We're going to continue to blossom, continue to grow that way, and spread through this motherfucking algorithm like a wildfire in due time. This is day 2 of 100 Days, 100 Nights. 100 Days, we will be live here on YouTube and on Kick. Make sure y'all follow my Kick, ABP Network. We're going to be going live 100 days straight. This is day 2. I need y'all for 98 more days to rock out with me. Let's get this rhythm going. Let's get this, even through the weekends. Oh, you know what? I'm going to be gone. I'll just go live from my, I ain't going to be able to do reactions on Thursday and unless I can figure out how to do it from my laptop because I'm going to be at a hotel. I'm going to be gone out of town for this weekend for 3 days. So I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to go live still, but I ain't going to be able to go live for reactions, though, because I don't know how to do it from a laptop. Can you go live? Can you do reactions from a laptop? I would need like an extra screen, though, huh? I don't know. I'm going to ask somebody. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to ask 6 or something, and we'll figure it out. If you know, let me know in the comment section. We're going to keep it moving, though. Let's go to this next video. Let's go to this next video, man. Absol TDE, the black lip bastard. He went on Kai Synopsis and on the radar freestyle. And he had, let's say, A little choke up. He choked. Which is rare. And some even looked at it like, he's trolling. He gotta be trolling. So we finna look into it right now. Let's see.
YouTube.
Oh no, we gonna let this little intro play pass.
Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Look at Chicks Smooth.
Hey, Chicks Smooth.
We gonna let this little intro play pass. Hold on, let's see.
Two, bro.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's do it. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one is called Punch TDE and Reason flames Ab-Soul for trash freestyle for choking on Kai Cenat stream, and Ab-Soul responds and speaks out. Let's see what Ab-Soul had to say. Let's see what Punch had to say. Let's see what Reason had to say. Let's watch it live right now.
Ah, man, some days you got it, other days you don't, you guys. And that right there is the lesson of life. Now, last night, Ab-Soul pulled up on Kai Cenat Mafiathon to freestyle. Kai Cenat partnered with Gabe and On The Radar Freestyle to have different artists pull up and do a freestyle on Mafiathon. Now, I'ma just cut to the chase, you guys. Ab-Soul had probably the worst freestyle ever. Ab-Soul completely choked. He could not remember his bars. He kept on having them bring the beat back, and every time it'd be the same thing. Not gonna lie to you guys, it was a very tough and awkward moment for not only Kai and Gabe, but also for the viewers.
Told you that. Took press and body pack. Sign your will with a quill. Dip it in your bloodline. Deal away your whole DNA. Through familiar, big mad. The irony is I'm composing this in oxygen. I don't need no page. Yeah. Legal tender bender. Big stacks. Like that.
That shit crazy. You never really see this. You never really see this happen a lot, because a lot of times when people do this on a radar, like it'd be pre-recorded, so they get to edit out the takes, and they only keep the good takes. So this happens. It does happen where artists choke up, but usually you don't get to see it. But in this situation, I ain't gonna lie, this isn't rare for Ab-Soul. Usually you see Ab-Soul, he doing his thing, he going crazy. So I think people seeing somebody who they put on this pedestal of being such a great rapper choke up in this fashion was shocking as a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is going on? Because even to me watching it, I was like, nah, my first thing is he trolling. He adapting to like the social media era, and he's like, this is his jab to go viral. Like, let me just go viral. Let me go in here and fuck up. I know it's a huge platform. Everybody know what I could do. I don't got to prove myself. Everybody know I can do this shit in my sleep. But let me just go in here and do something viral. And that was my take when I saw it. But now people are saying that was real, and I'm like, I don't know. So let's keep watching.
Okay. I can't get it. Does that ever? Can I get a run? Can I run it back? Run it back. Has that ever happened? Huh? Has that ever happened? Has anybody ran it back? Yeah, it's happened. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I wanted to be a first too. All right, here you go.
You know how bad his freestyle was, you guys? His fans were telling other people, bro, this is Ab-Soul trolling. You have to know Ab-Soul can rap,
that's what
you guys. But right now, I bet you guys he's trolling Kai Cenat and his fans. The freestyle was so bad that his fans couldn't believe it, so they had to come up with excuses for him.
I thought he was
now,
trolling.
To his credit, Ab-Soul is actually a pretty dope freestyler. So I'm not sure what happened this time. Maybe he was high. Maybe he forgot his bars. No matter the reason, Ab-Soul did not come prepared. Punch TDE seemed to be having a blast at his expense. Punch posted this gif of Eminem in an 8 Mile movie. He said, my guy's soul was on Kai Cenat like this. You gotta go back, bro. You should have took one of them freestyles we do on Sundays. Even ex-TDE member Reason was taking shots at Ab-Soul. He said, bro, they need to check the homie into rehab. Like, for real. Somebody told him, yo.
Oh, that's not a shot. That's a real one. Like, Punch is trolling. Punch is like playing into the, that's homie shit. Reason is really on some like, nah, nigga, you high, you was drunk, or whatever the case. And that's what I see people saying, it could have been a perk. It could have been liquor. It could have been mental issues. I don't know. But if that is the case, yeah, for sure. Definitely, get some help. You know what I mean? We be facing some dark battles. It's a lot of people facing dark battles, but still got to maintain a smile every day. You know what I mean? So, it could be. Who knows? But let's see.
This ain't it. Man to man, if you look at that nigga as a homie, there's some shit you say on the phone, not on the net.
Right,
Reason said
right.
That ain't my homie. I don't even rock with him right now because he been dissing me.
Oh, it ain't my homie.
But I care enough as a human and artist to say it. Fans gotta care too. Now everybody relax. Don't you worry. Absol is not taking it personal. Absol went on Instagram today to take accountability for his trash freestyle. Here's what he said.
Well, actually, I have been writing, typing a bit lately. I'm just trying things. I'm to do this.
Freestyle Mafia though.
Man, so look, is it enough people?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And I want people people don't people record this kind of thing?
Yeah.
Man, guys, I honestly feel like B Rabbit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I choked, man. Burn. I don't know. I can't call it. First and foremost, the most important thing is I want to definitely congratulate, Kai, Gabe, you know what I'm saying, the whole team, AMP, On the Radar, 1 million subscribers. That's incredible. When Jesus Christ entered the chat, you already know, I don't know, maybe, it was an emotional thing. Snoop popped in, you know what I'm saying? Carson was in the house, Ray J chimed in.
It said happens to the best of us, bro.
Yeah, shout my nigga Smino was in there, that's always good. Happens to the best of us hits deep, right? That's burn. That hits different. That happens to the best of us, right? And
That's good, man. He taking accountability. But look, this is the thing. He can do that, though, because everybody know Absol can rap. So if you fuck up, why go on the internet and, make excuses? Nigga, shit, I had a bad day. I had an off day. Nigga, I was high. I was loaded. Whatever the case. Who gives a fuck? Who won't smoke, nigga? Who won't smoke? Because I'll light your ass up. Anybody, yeah, I can laugh at myself, but you can't laugh at me, nigga. I'll get in this booth and tear your ass down. That's the energy this is giving right now. I fucked up. So what? I can laugh at myself. But it better not nobody else say nothing. This may spark a wave. This may spark something, Sometimes shit like this is needed.
That's tough, guys. I've never bombed in such a way. I'm struggling with it, and
is there a first time for everything? I guess there is.
Yeah, I've not, I'm an artist. I'm a performer. I'm a trained, skilled professional. You know what I'm saying?
They said double back with a new one to diss everybody.
No, double back and diss everybody. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm glad we do it. That's crazy. Double back and diss everybody.
That's what niggas is on, yeah.
Because I fucked up.
Get on these niggas, man.
Because I fucked up. That's what they saying in the chat?
That's what they saying, man.
He gotta wait. I think it'd be tight if he wait a month, a couple months, and then make it a thing, his return, and go on there and murder that shit. Let Mafia 3 bomb, do his thing, let it serve its purpose, let it be that super viral moment. Cause you don't got nothing to feel bad for. Everybody know you can rap your ass off. Who gives a fuck that you bombed? Nigga, you still tight. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that bruise your ego, which it clearly isn't. He's laughing at it. But I think they should let it breathe for a minute and then make it a thing and go back and do a return. Cause it's gonna be a moment. This shit is going viral for sure.
Come on, y'all double back and diss everybody. That's really what.
Somebody asked what
because I got invited to such a commemorative event.
Somebody asked, was it written? Is that why?
I mean, it was pre-prepared. You know, it was live. Off the top of the dome freestyles, like, come on, those are great. But I mean, come on, guys, like, you know. But a freestyle is simply that. It's a free verse. You know what I'm saying? It was not an off of the top of the dome freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I prepare as usual. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's still like you can't tell if he's trolling or if he's high. I'm with trolling. But I know a lot of people say high. But I'm like, it's giving like trolling. Yeah, it's probably high as well mixed in, but it's more, I would say it's like 70% trolling, 30% high. It's not giving like a fiend vibes. I'm not picking up fiend vibes from him. Like he just like he fucked up and y'all not getting that vibe either, are y'all? Are y'all getting that vibe? It's more like trolling / a little high, but more so trolling.
I don't know. I just think I don't know. I have no tools of incompetence, guys. This is very difficult for me, especially, you know, walking around here calling myself the boat. Yes, Chance, I am the boat. I'll let you have it for a while because of the Black Star line. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Light skin Marcus Garvey looking ass. You know what I'm saying? Great album. But didn't know how to take it. That was very tough for me. So what do? I go to the fucking, I drive my ass from wherever the fuck we was at. You know what I'm saying? Very far from where I am now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. And I get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be recording, you know, or I mean, not even if you're recording or not. It's just what I want this to serve as is me taking accountability. Those guys gave me an opportunity to, you know, to perform and, you know, display true skill, true artistry, and I choked. I bombed. And
there you go, man. What more can you ask for? He's taking accountability. He's taking accountability, y'all. It takes a lot for a man to say, I fucked up. I fucked up. It's my fault.
And, you know, I'm owning that. So I run straight to the studio. And this, you know, I came up with this so far. I just thought maybe I'd share it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Props to Ab-Soul for not running, not giving any excuses, just flat out admitting that you choked and you could be better. A lot of times when we see artists have bad performances and freestyling, they get to blaming everybody but themselves. If you know you're going to be on a big platform like Kai Cenat, you absolutely have to be ready. No pun intended. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys think about Ab-Soul's freestyle? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Tender bender. Stitches get administered. Big expenditures. Spenditures, a million digits. Yeah, comma after comma after comma. Look, a big picture.
This is an Offset beat. Offset and Jid. This song is incredible, by the way. The video is hard, too. If you haven't seen it, Offset featuring Jid. The video is hard. We reacted to it the first day it came out with the AceBoyPun. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's fire.
Just picture. Yeah. Poetically, blow whistles. Most definitely the best that y'all seen. I need a shadow bandana. Over.
Look at Kai Cenat's face. Look at Kai Cenat's face right now, y'all.
My mental. So gentle. Yo.
Oh my God.
The victory lap on the mafia kind. Yeah. Turn me up. I'm amped up. Stand up.
Hey.
By any means possible.
Oh my God, this is bad.
Kick lots flow. Can't forget Gay P. Been on the radar. I came in the game with day free. Mr. Terrorist dressed with an AR.
Sister Scissor told y'all that y'all been chatting. Yeah, what's happening? Right there. Fuck now, no names in them, with the gang in them. Heavy is the head, wear the crown.
Ooh! Look at Kai Cenat. Hey, just pay attention to Kai Cenat's face, bro.
Bar, back, bar, fish, bar, bank, bars. It ain't sensitive to say pause. If not, let's play. Switch up like you don't know me, Wale.
Switch up like you don't know me, Wale.
Yeah. Eminem, infinite like Eminem. So DA, need them.
Hey, what I will say, if you really piece together all the shit he's saying, in between his little like his little like mumbles, if you piece together what he's saying, he's actually saying some bars. He's saying some shit. It just got to be pieced together, and if it would have been delivered the right way, it would have been some cold shit, because he's saying some bars.
The boat hoe, Shannon bars is your cool shit. True shit's my new shit. You get the nuisance. Blue strips and nooses. I view through Medusas. I'm ducked off, playing duck, golden goose, bitch. So in conclusion, suck my dick. JK, just in case that fool loses.
Oh my God, bro. Okay, now I'm trolling. Y'all got me. Goddamn. Y'all got me. I was trolling too. Shit, what? See what I'm saying? See how I control? That's what I think he was doing. He was trolling too. He was trolling. Nah, I definitely think, my honest take. Here's my honest take. I think he fucked up. Yes, I think he fucked up. But at the same time, I don't think it was one of those situations where it's like, fuck, I fucked up. I'm gonna pull my hair out over it. I think he's just like, shit, it happens. When you're that good of a rapper, he's a good rapper. You can't take that away from him. So when you're that good of a rapper, and this is no glazing shit, it's like, some days you're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have days where you choke up. Some days where, you know what I mean, you get brain farts. It happens. Writer's block. It happens. You know, I done seen the best of them go in the studio and can't come up with shit. So it happens. And it's like, I ain't gonna say it's a huge platform, so he got nervous. I ain't gonna say that. But I know some may say that. Maybe he was nervous. He was in front of Kai Cenat and all those people and blah, 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 blah. And I think he's built for those platforms. I think he's built for those stages. He comes from TDE. You know what I'm saying? He done been on stage with Kendrick Lamar, stage with Schoolboy Q. Like, he's on stage with these big dogs doing his thing. So I don't think it's stage fright at all. I just think he fucked up. Now, making it like he's like a drug abuser or something, I ain't gonna go that far. I don't know what he does in his personal time. That's reasons take. He needs to go get help. He really needs to get help, all that. I'm not going that far. I don't know. That's like the people around him. So that would be like the TDE group would have to, that's their take. They probably would know more than anybody. Like, you know, and that should stay off the internet. Like, you know, that's really your homie and he going through something. You shouldn't, you know, put that out there to the world and all that. Like, let's get it right. Let's clean you up. Let's get you back in the game. You know what I mean? So if that is the case, hopefully that happens. But honestly, he fucked up. I'm interested in seeing how he bounces back from this, and I think he will do it. Like, come on, man, he's with a smart team. He got a right crew of people around him. He'll bounce back in a cool way, and I think he needs to double back in a couple of months, where it becomes a thing where people can anticipate it in some form or fashion that he's coming back to get his just due, and he go on there and he kill it. And that'll be tight as fuck. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section right now. Let me know what y'all think in the chat right now. Let me know what y'all think, man. And smash the like. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. All right. Shout out to Absol, the black lip bastard. He took accountability, man, so you can't be mad. Did he waste their time? If that was done purposefully, maybe, I don't know. It's a lot of questions that could come from that. Was that done purposely? Was he fucked up? Because if he did come there too high and fucked up that moment, that is unprofessional. You know what I mean? So that could be like, oh, yo, that's a slap in the face, coming up here and not taking my platform serious. And Kai could feel some type of way, and, you know, depending on how these people's egos be, I don't know. But, you know, we'll see how it all plays out. We'll see how it all plays out. All right. So somebody sent me a video this morning, and they said, hey, Pun, react to it, Ace Pit. This is an update video on the David case, on the David shit. Because now a video has surfaced of the little girl using a hard ER word, calling her neighbors hard ER. And you know how that does. You know how that affects the black community once we see somebody is using that word. Y'all know what we do. We fall the fuck back. If we was riding with you, if we was siding with you, if we see a video come out and you ain't one of us and you calling us, calling a friend, a neighbor, or somebody else, the hard ER, we fall back. We're out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now, clarity to that video, I don't know, but it looks crazy. I did see the video on the internet, and you know, hey man, it's crazy. I swear this case just keeps getting crazier by the day. Because you gotta remember, this shit was definitely internet driven. Like, it was so many facts that was put out there by the internet, and we have yet to hear anything from the police. Where the fuck are they at, bro? They haven't did like a conference. They haven't gave no updates. Everything we're hearing is just people. I mean, yeah, they've been rolling out like slow. Oh, they went to go raid the house, and it was his manager's house and his manager's name and this and that. And it just makes you like, all right, I'm to the point where I'm like, I'm not too invested no more. Because I thought it was going to be open, closed, shut. But now they're talking about, oh, it could take months before they make an arrest. It could take a year before they make an arrest. And I'm like, huh? All right, whatever the case is, let's see what Law and Crime. Shout out to Law and Crime, man. They definitely be on their shit. They be very detailed. They be into what's going on, up to date. So let's get caught up with this Davis situation and see what new shit has emerged. What shit is out there? Let's watch live.
New footage.
Hold on, let me do a reaction. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the motherfucking Big Bad Ace Pit. Shout out to all my Kicksiders in the building, man. All my Kicksiders over here that came and crossed over from Kick this morning. Make sure y'all join the Kick ABP network. I'm on that motherfucker 100 days, 100 nights, man. 100 days straight on Kick. Make sure y'all join that motherfucker. Let's go. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction. This one is called Dismembered Teen Found in David's Tesla. Trunk Spotted on Video. So now there's more video. Celeste, the young girl who lost her life, rest in peace to her. That's out right now. Let's get updated on this David case and what's going on and what new details have emerged.
Surface that potentially shows Celeste Rivas Hernandez's perhaps final movements caught on tape before she vanished and was ultimately found dead in a car registered to singer David. This, along with new details about that car and how long it may have been abandoned, are giving us a better sense of a timeline as everyone searches for answers. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Sidebar.
So as you know, we have been carefully following the Celeste Rivas Hernandez death, and we want to track what we seem to know about her and her movements, because that is key here. That is key. And this comes as TMZ has just released new surveillance footage apparently showing her right before she disappeared last year. And let me put it into context about why this is so significant. So her decomposed remains, the decomposed remains of this teenage girl, were found in the trunk of a 2023 Tesla at a spot called Hollywood Tow Yard, and this car was registered to singer David, D4VD, David Anthony Burke. In fact, she was found a day after she would have turned 15 years old. But the question is, and the mystery here, is what was going on before she ended up in that car, right? Her whereabouts before her remains were discovered in that car. That's the mystery. Well, it's at least a mystery to us. We're not sure what investigators really have at this point, what's happening behind the scenes. I will provide you a recent update from the LAPD captain, which is interesting. We'll talk about it. But they have been relatively tight-lipped. Not uncommon in an investigation like this. I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. You haven't heard much from the police. So he said he got an update. You haven't seen much from the police. Everything up until this point has really been driven by the internet, by people coming off Reddit, people coming off shit they see on all these live streams, and it's just crazy. So it's kind of all over the place. And it makes you think like, hey, he did it. But wait a minute, why isn't he being arrested? So he didn't do it. Or do they not know? What do they, like, it's putting everybody all over the goddamn place like scrambled eggs, man.
We don't even have an official cause of death. Authorities have not identified a suspect or person of interest. That includes David, too. He has not officially been implicated in any crime or any wrongdoing. I want to be clear about that. But when it comes to Celeste, the victim in this case, where was she? What was she doing? Well, it has been reported that Celeste had run away from home on prior occasions. Law enforcement sources reportedly told TMZ that it was due to a, quote, troubled home. Like there had been this reporting that she ran away in January of 2024, was taken back home after being found or located in Hollywood. However, speaking of TMZ, we got to talk about what they reported. So they got their hands on surveillance footage. It's video from a liquor store in Lake Elsinore, California. That's about 76 miles away from Hollywood, where Celeste's body was found. Now, this is footage reportedly from March 19th, 2024, so possibly the second time that she allegedly ran away. And her sister apparently went to this liquor store, it's called the Lagos Spirits, which was reportedly near the family home, to try to see if they have surveillance tape capturing Celeste's movement, see where she went. In this video from TMZ, it appears to show a person wearing a black hoodie and white or light colored pants, a person believed to have been identified by the family as Celeste. And in the video, assuming it is her, you can see Celeste walking quite quickly down the street, then appear to jog or sprint a bit as she rounds the corner, and she eventually disappears from view. Now, we don't know exactly where she came from, or maybe more importantly, where she went. On TMZ Live, Harvey Levin and staff, they discussed whether it was possible she had gotten into a car that had seemingly stopped on the street. TMZ also apparently interviewed the liquor store owner, Ellie Nadeff, who described Celeste as a, quote, beautiful, quiet, shy girl, someone who would simply come into the store to buy ordinary items like chips and soda. And of course, the question was, how did she go from potentially being on that tape to ending up in the trunk of a car? Well, what I'm about to tell you is going to further this mystery. So previous reporting indicated that the Tesla that was apparently abandoned in the Hollywood Hills, it was
all right, here we go.
There maybe just for a few days before it was towed, impounded, and sent to the tow yard, where, by the way, a worker smelled a foul odor coming from the car and called police, and then the body was discovered. Well, now we have more details. Neighbors reportedly told NBC Los Angeles that that car had been there for about a month. And as per reporting from LA Times, that Tesla, again registered to David, was ticketed 11 days before Celeste was found inside. So it was parked on Bluebird Avenue. A resident apparently complained that it was parked there for so long. On August 27th, a parking enforcement officer marked the car. Then on September 3rd, the officer issued a citation for violating a 72-hour parking ordinance. August 5th, it was towed. September 8th is when the body is found. This is again reporting by the Los Angeles Times.
Oh, shit. These are totally different dates than what came out. Completely different fucking dates. And I knew that shit. I fucking said it. The original first story said that the car was there for like a month. But everybody started saying it was only there for 5 days. And I'm like, no, it was the neighbors. It was a neighbor on the news say she saw somebody come move the car from one side of the street to the other side of the street like 2 weeks in a row. So I'm like, how is it there for 5 days if a neighbor saw somebody move the car twice? 2 separate times in 2 separate weeks. This whole story, that's what I'm saying, and the internet is all these people just putting out shit, and it's like cluttering everything to where the facts, that's why I said on the show, you gotta have the facts, man. Because this shit is all over the goddamn place.
So if we're thinking of Celeste's time of death, her cause of death, how long she may have been in that car for, particularly if we discuss decomposition, the timeline has now shifted. Now, you might think by watching Sidebar that you've, seen everything, you've seen it all. I will tell you, think again. 50 Ways to Catch a Killer. Okay, this brings you real cases where detectives had to flip the script to take down cold-blooded killers. Hosted by 50 Cent, this isn't your typical crime show. No, it is a high-stakes, twist-filled ride into the minds of investigators who think outside the badge to break the case. From unforgettable setups to shocking reveals, every episode proves when killers think they got away with murder, think again. Watch 50 Ways to Catch a Killer with 50 Cent.
Oh, my boy doing a promo. I'm like, hold on, what this got to do with the case, man? Oh, my boy doing an ad. Okay, I got you. Get your chili, man. Get your chili, Jesse Weber. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about right now, man? All right, let's keep it going.
exclusively on Fox Nation. By the way, according to News Nation, private investigator Steve Fisher explained that the initial complaint report, which he apparently reviewed, details how the Tesla had a dent, but there was no mention of a smell, and how it was essentially abandoned only 150 feet from a Hollywood Hills property that David had been renting. And we reported on a previous episode of Sidebar how David apparently broke the lease recently, moved his stuff out. And this came after police had searched the property, apparently confiscated electronics and computers. This was per a search warrant. But we are trying to track the movements of this victim, of this teenage girl, who, when found, reportedly weighed 71 pounds, had a tattoo on her finger that read, "Shh." This is according to the LA medical examiner. That was a distinguishing feature, by the way, that apparently helped to identify her. And TMZ reported that David has the same tattoo. As we mentioned in our previous episode of Sidebar, TMZ reported that people in the industry believed that 20-year-old David and Celeste were dating. Many believe she was actually 19 years old. She was in the 7th grade, by the way. And there have been questions more about this connection, right? There's questions about whether he mentioned this Celeste in a song. News Nation reports that there was a live stream of apparently both of them talking to David's fans that has recently circulated online. That there is a photo of seemingly the both of them, with those wondering if it was the same shirt he wore in that photo that he wore with Billie Eilish in October of 2023. This is from reporting by Complex. And speaking photos, by the way, TMZ also got a hold of a photo of seemingly David out in Lake Elsinore, so less than a mile from Celeste's home. And by the way, authorities haven't officially identified a connection between David and Celeste. As I said, they've been very tight-lipped. All we know is that they're continuing to investigate. It was reported earlier on that David had been cooperative with authorities. He has since canceled his Withered tour. He's delayed release of his album. But in an exclusive interview with People magazine, an LAPD commanding officer would not confirm whether David was cooperating with the investigation or not. Here's what he would say. So LAPD Captain Scott M. Williams told People, "We know for sure that Celeste Rivas Hernandez died and someone placed her body in the front trunk area of David Burke's Tesla. We know that the Tesla had been parked at the location from which it was towed for several weeks."
Several weeks. This is from the LAPD captain, y'all. So anybody who was saying 5 days, it was only there a couple days, you're wrong. This is official. This is a fact. This is from the LAPD captain. It was there a couple weeks, parked.
So it is very likely Celeste Rivas Hernandez had been dead for several weeks prior to her body being discovered. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not determined a cause or manner of death, so we don't know for sure if anyone has any criminal culpability for her death beyond the concealment of her dead body. LAPD's robbery homicide unit is apparently still on the case. So the question is, with this video, these new details, this comment, what do they tell us about Celeste's movements leading up to her death? Let me bring on Matt Irvine, retired detective, law enforcement instructor. Thank you so much for taking the time. Why is that video significant from the liquor store?
Well, as you said, this video is apparently from March 19 of 2024. We know that Celeste went missing, reported missing the day before that. So the video is very important in terms of capturing a moment, apparently leading up to what we believe is her second disappearance from home. As you said, she is seen walking and then running towards someone or something off screen. The liquor.
Wait, so she went missing a day before. I mean, she was still out there somewhere, and then they saw her walking the next day, still out there, and then she was gone. This is a crazy little case, bro. This shit is crazy.
The store owner has stated that he believes she entered a vehicle. Now, that vehicle is not captured in this footage, but what this footage does is it gives investigators a date, time, and place to work from. So there may be other security footage that captured a license plate of the vehicle, might have captured face of the driver of the vehicle. It also just gives places to look for time and date in terms of communications that Celeste was having around March 19 of 2024. Who is she talking with? Who is she texting with? The substance of those texts is probably no longer available, but call detail records and text detail records would at least show us who she was communicating with around the time of this disappearance. So it may show us who was behind the wheel of that car, whose car that was, and who she was talking to before she went missing.
What did you mean by the content? We might not know the content of the messages anymore.
So typically, cell phone providers, they only retain the content of text messages for a very limited period of time, usually a matter of weeks or months. So we're now talking about a year and a half ago. Those text records, in terms of the details of what was said, are probably no longer available. But what should still be available from most cell phone providers is the persons or the phone numbers with which she was communicating.
I just want to go back to that video, and that's an interesting point. Just going back to that video, do you think investigators are looking at?
So that's going to be a major key right here. Connecting the time that she was in this area when they're saying she hopped in the car, getting those text records, the phone records, and finding out who was she texting at that same time, who she called at that time. They gonna crack this shit. They just making sure all their shit is concrete. They putting it together because the thing is the internet tried to solve this shit in fucking 48 hours, 72 hours. The internet was working fast. But that's why you can't go off the internet, which I said on Shame on You. You can't go off the internet because it could paint all kind of narratives and it could make shit discombobulated and cloudy. And now you over here thinking one person did it and you might fuck around and not look at the right person who did it. So now everybody just on David. But what if it was somebody else in the picture that didn't like her, that wanted to get at David or something and put it on David to make it look like David because all signs are going to look like it was David. Now, that murder part is what we got a question mark about. Who did it? But we need clarity because right now, if y'all come out and say he wasn't dealing with this girl, because right now he looks like a pedo. Off the rip. I'm 100%. Oh, he got this girl in videos. This is that. Y'all, if y'all gonna kill that too, because why isn't he in trouble for that, at least? Why isn't he in trouble for that? That's another question people are asking. All right, the murder shit. What about him fucking with the minor? Why isn't he in trouble for that? Y'all, so y'all gotta give us some clarity on that too. Just that aspect too. That part. Was they in a relationship? Was they really in a relationship? Or is it something the internet is putting all together? Give us some clarity. Like, we need that shit. We need the fucking information, man.
And what do they analyze in the video? Do they try to get a hold of any car that passed by Celeste? Try to find out who they are, say, hey, did you see this girl? Do they analyze what her movements were? How do they even officially confirm that it is her? I believe her family identified that it was her. But what do they do with that short video? How do they analyze it and what technology do they use?
So it's probably unlikely that anybody a year and a half later is going to have a specific recollection of seeing a car going by or a person going by simply because it wouldn't have meant anything to them at the time. However, again, this security footage, while this camera doesn't capture the license plate or the vehicle or the face of the driver, it doesn't mean that there aren't other nearby security cameras, traffic cameras, automated license plate readers, other devices that did capture the vehicle and who was behind the wheel. In terms of figuring out whether this was Celeste, besides the family statement, which I think is very significant, Celeste, if she's like most adolescents in this day and age, has a cell phone. And while the specific geolocation data, again, is probably no longer available, the broad cell site info should be available from whoever her cell phone service provider was. And so you can place Celeste at that time and place captured on the video. And again, you could do the same with other people of interest in the case. Where do their cell phones and potentially even vehicles show us that they were on March 19th of 2024?
Right. What is the reported runaway attempts? How does that complicate the case? How does that affect the investigation? Talk to me about that.
Well, it looks like what we're hearing now is that Celeste left home on several occasions before finally disappearing for good, at least as far as her family was concerned, in May of 2024. We are also hearing that one of the earlier runaway attempts that you mentioned in either January or February of 2024, reportedly her family or a family friend sent communication to David Burke's manager trying to locate Celeste and provided to the manager an image of one of the many missing posters that was.
Has anybody questioned the parents? Because all right, listen. Why was she running away so much? Because obviously, you know, low-hanging fruit, we're going to say, oh, it's because of David. It was because of David. Has anybody dug in on the background of the parents? Why do your kid keep attempting to run away? and coming back and then running away, coming back, running away, coming back.
Created by the family on behalf of Celeste. And again, reportedly, after that communication between the family and the manager, Celeste returned home within a day. So it seems like at least some of these runaway efforts were efforts to meet with David.
I'm going to talk about that manager in a minute because he apparently spoke out on social media after being accused of being allegedly involved in what happened to Celeste. He's been fighting back hard against that. I'll get to that in a second.
Finally, I didn't see the manager say something. So finally, God damn it, we need more people involved. Let's get to the bottom of this shit.
The LA captain's statement I thought was interesting for a number of different reasons, trying to establish what they know and don't know. They've been quite tight-lipped. Authorities have been quite tight-lipped. But even suggesting we're not sure that there's criminal liability beyond concealing the body, right, to suggest that we don't even know for sure that there's a murder, that there was a homicide, that this could have resulted from something else. Isn't that significant? I mean, that statement I thought was important.
It's very concerning, and it suggests that at least at this point, they have been unable to determine the cause of death, and that may be due to the advanced state of decomposition that is likely to have resulted from this poor child being dead in the front trunk of a vehicle in a very hot environment for, now we're hearing, maybe up to a month.
Let's talk about that, because this car was there at least now 11 days before. We don't know when the body was deposited. I would imagine it would be quite difficult to deposit a body in a car in a public area like this, as there's reports that people were noticing the car being there. But that provides a timeline of when she was killed and how long she might have been in that car for, particularly when you couple that with decomposition. In the end, how accurate are authorities going to be in terms of a timeline of death?
See, here's the thing. It's another thing. It's like a blank statement. As the car was there for a month. That's just a blank statement. It's like, all right, it was there, but did it move? Did it go places? Was it being used? That's what we want to know, because there was, early in this shit, when they talked to a neighbor, it was on the news. She said, I saw somebody move the car across the street twice on separate occasions, 2 different weeks. So somebody was moving the car while it was there. She said that shit. Then they got street sweeper tickets where now they can identify this car was here because it got a street sweeper ticket on this day, like, what was the status of the car? Because it wasn't obviously just parked in one spot the whole time, from what we heard. Now, can y'all make connections with all these damn cameras around Hollywood? If the car went down the hill, who was driving it? You know what I mean?
Well, again, as you said, we don't know for sure when she was placed in the front trunk of that vehicle, but we're now hearing it could have been as far back as early August of this year, or a month or so before she was discovered. That's consistent with some of the reporting that we're hearing in terms of communication Celeste was having with friends, which appear to have stopped sometime in late July or the early part of August of this year. So it is quite likely that that is when this child's life ended. The fact that she's been reported as weighing only 70-something pounds upon her autopsy, I think is significant. This is a child, again, according to the missing posters.
She was 120 pounds. She lost 50 pounds. So she was 120 pounds on the missing. When they found her body, she was 70 pounds. So 50 pounds gone. That was another major key right now that I didn't know, that they said the communication with her friends stopped early August. The car was there for a month. The car was also taken in August, they said earlier, not in September.
That weighed about 120 pounds or more when alive. So that suggests that she's been deceased for a while, and that significant decomposition occurred before she was found.
One other thing, I think when we first started covering this case, there was an understanding that maybe that car was only there for a few days. And one of the scenarios that we came up with, well, perhaps whoever did this, they didn't have enough time to take that next step, moving the car, doing something with the body. But if now we're listening to this and that car was there for a prolonged period of time, doesn't that tell you something? Whether it's they wanted the car to be found, whether they wanted it there, whether or not they had the ability to get to it in time. But if the car was there for a prolonged period of time, doesn't that tell you something else about who may have done this, or maybe not who may have done this, but what the motivations or the...
Right. And that's what I've been saying from day one. If he did it, that's like I want to be found. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's too easy. You made it too easy. But for them not to arrest you, something ain't right, man. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. You know, what was that shit called when I was young? What was the girl? I think she was from out of by Knox Berry Farm. Was it John Benet Ramsey? That case? Y'all remember that case, the John Benet Ramsey case? That shit was viral as fuck. It was a little girl, and I think something happened with it. Was that with the sleepover when somebody came in her house and took her out to sleepover? And her parents didn't know who did it, and they was trying to say the parents. It was like a crazy. That's what this gives me vibes of, like how big that case was. Like, it was viral back in the day. It was a wild story. Nobody could figure out, like, how the fuck did that happen? Same shit here.
Actions were of the person who put her body in the car.
Well, what it does suggest is that the car was abandoned in this Los Angeles neighborhood at about the same time that David Burke's tour schedule would have made him.
Yeah, let me add that, because CNN reported that he began his tour in early August, was even set to go overseas to Europe next month. That's been canceled. It was interesting because TMZ reported that he had a San Francisco show at the end of July, with the official tour starting reportedly August 5th in Del Mar. So there, I think, is the timeline there. Talk to us about it.
Well, again, those early tour dates were all in West Coast cities, in places where he could presumably get back to Los Angeles without a great deal of trouble. It's about August 15th, and for a couple weeks after that, that he's pretty solidly in the eastern part of the U.S., in Canada, and I think one or two Midwest states. All of those locations with pretty much back-to-back tours, that is, pretty much every night, would make it very difficult for David Burke to return to the Los Angeles area. So I don't know if there was any intention to have the vehicle or the body discovered, but it seems like from about August 15th forward, it would have been very difficult for David Burke to return to Los Angeles for any reason, including to move his car.
By the way, I was going to ask you this. As we're trying to track her movements, as we're trying to understand the timeline, how tough is it to do that, and how much is it complicated by her age? We're talking about a 13, 14-year-old girl, only so much she could do on her own, right, as opposed to, you know, let's say a 25-year-old. When you were trying to track her movements, does that complicate it for investigators?
It may, in the sense that, as you said, she's a child. She doesn't have all the sort of trappings of adulthood around her. Quite frankly, it seems like whatever trappings she had were probably provided to her by adults who were abetting and enabling this behavior.
That
It's been reported
crazy.
that she had, for example, fake IDs. That's not something that a seventh grader from Lake Elsinore gets on her own. She didn't have a job. She didn't have money. She could not on her own get a fake ID that would fool a Hollywood nightclub doorman. So, yes, you're right. She doesn't have a lot of the trappings of adulthood, but it's almost certain that she's got a phone. And a phone is maybe the easiest way to create a historical record of somebody's movements.
Right.
You want to go back to the manager. So this is being reported by...
All right, here we go. Let's get to the manager now. Somebody from David's side, because we have yet to hear anything from David. David's manager, I haven't heard that. So this is going to be a first for me, maybe a first for y'all as well. Finally hearing something from David's manager.
A magazine that David's manager, Josh Marshall, has gone on the defensive on TikTok after people have accused him of being involved with what happened to Celeste. So apparently, after a private investigator came out and said that there is this, and you referred to it before, this 2024 email that people had told Marshall that Celeste disappeared and was with David, that he never responded to that email. The manager never responded to the email. Now, Celeste apparently did return the next day, but again, it seems this has led people to make accusations, with an account believed to be Marshall responding online to all of this. How dare you say something like this with no facts? He elaborated further in a detailed statement. This has been a tough time for my family as I am a father of 3 children. I receive no emails and I'm no one's roommate. I live full-time at home with my wife and kids. My daughter is 14 and this news is affecting so many lives. I never received any emails. I had zero knowledge of anything and I don't live in California.
Wow, see? So they made it seem, you would assume, that's the thing, they be giving like these blank ass with no details, and you would assume that the manager lived there, because they said, oh, the house was in the manager's name, so everybody instantly assumed, oh, that was his roommate. Oh, they lived together. It was a lot of people saying that. Oh, they live together. That was, his manager is in his name. The manager has something to do with it. And that's what happened when the police don't put out details and the internet just get to going. They thirsty. They bloodthirsty. So any little hint of what comes out, they're going to attack. So once they heard, they raided the house, and then they found out, the house is in the manager's name. Oh, the manager got something to do with it. Everybody get him. And then the manager comes out right here and says, hey, y'all, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I don't even live out there. I live with my family. I got 3 kids. What the fuck y'all talking about? And that's what the internet could do. The internet just be going, boy. They be looking, trying to stick their fangs in people. And that's, again, why I say you got to have the fucking facts, man. You can't go off the internet because the internet will send your ass on a killing spree, man. You just be getting all the wrong people.
Also, I work remotely 95% of the time, and my job doesn't require me to have much interaction with any of my clients / David, as there are many others that work with him on a day-to-day capacity, not me. This news is tragic for so many and for her family. I hope the proper authorities get to the bottom of it soon. Let me remind people, a lot of this is speculation and alleged. In the meantime, I am with my family, helping them emotionally get through the news of this tragedy. Please report on factual information. And regarding whether he ever drives a Tesla,
it's kind of like he shunned, he kind of separated himself from David with that statement. Like, hey, I don't really be with him like that. I don't really be with him like that. My job is remote. I don't have to be with him. I live out here. He lives out there. I can't tell you what that nigga doing. I just make sure he show up at the tour dates and we split this money. You know what I mean? A lot of people assume because somebody manager, they have to be with them day to day. No, they have day-to-day managers and they have managers. Niggas that could work from, I could be in goddamn Paris and I could still run a play for my client. I don't got to be there. My client could be in California. I can run a play from Paris, but there are day-to-day managers. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're learning here. He's not with him all the time. He's not his day-to-day. Okay. So he say. We can only take what these motherfuckers say with a grain of salt because we don't know him. So he say. Allegedly.
No cars registered in my name in California, nor have any of my cars been in that state. Please use facts with supporting evidence when making comments. What are your thoughts on that that statement? And also just generally, how much can the public help or hurt an investigation?
Those are really important questions. The manager is certainly correct that there's a lot of reporting in this case that is unverified. So much of the information on this case is circulating on social media and on sites that do not engage in rigorous fact checking. That said, as this case has drawn more attention, there is more reporting now from institutions like the LA Times, like NBC, that do engage in pretty rigorous fact checking and make a point of verifying information before they publish it. As to what he knew and when he knew it and whether or not he received this communication, that's exactly why search warrants exist. And I imagine that in addition to the search warrant on the residence that's been widely reported, that the LAPD has done search warrants to telecommunication companies, to internet service providers, to social media companies, to try to follow the electronic trail in this case.
We're going to stay on top of it. We're going to continue to follow it, see what happens. Matt Irvine, thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
All right. As the case continues, we will definitely get caught up to speed on it. We will definitely stay in the loop as much as possible. I will say Law and Crime is a great channel, y'all. If y'all don't know about Law and Crime, when there's some hot shit going on in the press, Law and Crime really breaks it all down. They bring on analysts, they bring on detectives, they bring on goddamn lawyers, they bring on all kind of people, and they go through the shit and they present facts. They talk about the facts that they've ran across. Not just Instagram. That's why I don't like arguing with niggas who think Instagram motherfucking detectives are real and they know what the fuck they talking about. I'm not arguing with the homies no more doing that. What? What are we talking about? They fucking up the whole case. The Instagram detectives have had you thinking this nigga did some shit and everybody mad at him, and now the nigga who really did it and got away and he done skipped and caught a flight and gone to Paris. He out of here. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this case, man. It's getting spicy, and rest in peace this young lady again. More and more shit is going to start coming out as we go. Obviously, again, we saw, they put out like some smear shit on her, trying to say she was using an ER word and all that, to sway some people. I'm sure that was the intent of it, to sway, the brothers and sisters from affiliate. I don't know. It's giving a weird vibe though, y'all. It's giving a weird vibe. We need to know more about what she was going through at home, and that's what the detectives gonna want to know too, as well as David. All that, y'all. Listen, they're gonna do a full search. This shit is a viral case. They can't leave no stones unturned. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna want to know, why was she running away. I saw something about her father. This could be a Instagram detective fact. Her father was in the cartel, and this and that, and like they're pouring out all this, starting to put all this stuff on her now. But I'm like, who's doing that? Who is trying to sway, and make her look crazy? I don't. You know how this shit go, man. That shit was very important right there. The manager coming out and saying what he said. He definitely put a wedge between him and David. Like, look, me and my family. David's out there. I work remote. I don't deal with David on a day-to-day. Me and my family, protect me and my family. He's basically letting you know, I don't got shit to do with that. I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing to do with that man's personal actions. Don't affiliate me with that. Let me let y'all know. Because he couldn't take it no more. Instagram, TikTok, everybody was going at his ass. He couldn't take it no more. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. At this point, where are the signs leading for you? Who are you looking at? Who is a person of interest in your case right now? If you was in charge of this shit, who's the people of interest right now? All right, David, we got you over here. We got you, but who else? Who else should you be looking at? Who else should you be keeping an eye on that may know some things that could be vital in this situation? Let me know in the comments section. Make sure you smash the like. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. All right, y'all. That is an interesting case, man. That is a very interesting case. Once again, rest in peace to that young lady. What I will say, the good thing about this is that it is getting the public eyes on it, so this case doesn't just become a cold case and the police don't put as much interest into this. I feel like all parents deserve this, man. Like, if they lose a child, you will want the police to be on top of this shit like this. You will want your shit to go viral. You will want it to be motherfuckers trying to help solve that shit. You will want closure. As a parent, you will want fucking closure, man. Like, help me, but don't send me in the wrong direction. Help me. Let's figure this out. My daughter's gone. My son's gone. You know what I'm saying? Help me. That's what every parent would want. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, the parents get closure, and hopefully the parents ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't even want to put that narrative out there on them, but just hopefully the parents get closure on this case, and this girl gets closure on her case too, because being killed at 13, 14, 15, that's fucked up, man. You didn't even get to experience life. You wasn't here long enough to experience the pleasures of life, the ups, the downs. You know what I'm saying? For your family to see you graduate high school, see you go to prom, shit like that, man. That's just sad, dog. That's just sad. And every parent wants that. You want to see your kid graduate. You want to see your kid walk across that stage. You want to see your kid go to prom. You want to see your kids first everything. So that was stripped from them, and that's fucked up. So, all right. 9:56, y'all. I gotta go film. Let me see if I can find one more short one. No. You know what? Let's just save it for tomorrow. I gotta go film. I gotta go do What Could Go Wrong. I don't want to be late because that's the narrative. They're trying to say puns. I'm gonna go live from Kick though. On the way to What Could Go Wrong and at What Could Go Wrong before we start. So make sure y'all follow me on ABP Network on Kick. Everybody, just, if you got Kick, just go over there, type in ABP Network, smash the follow button, boom. And I'm going to go live in like 30 minutes on that motherfucker. And I'm going to talk my shit with y'all. We be over there vibing on the way. I'll be in the car driving, talking shit, playing good music, good vibes. Then I get there, T-Rail, King, all that type shit, kick shit with them before we start the show. And, shout out to everybody who supported me. Shout out to the Ace Pit. This is day 2 of 100 days, 100 nights of streaming. This is episode 3 of ABP Live Reactions. So shout out to y'all. This is something new I'm starting on this channel. We're going to keep the reactions going. They're going to be early morning. So look for them within a time frame of like 7, 8, 9 type shit. So it's going to be early morning reactions with y'all. I'm going to chop them up. I'm going to put them out for those of y'all who don't like watching long forms content, who just want to watch straight direct the actual story. I'm going to chop them up, put them in there, and then I'm going to have my ones that I do offline on the back end and the early access. So we got members only on here now, early access. Those going to be offline. You can go back there, check those out, and you know, support in any way you can, man. Whether it's a like, whether it's a comment, whether it's joining the all access, whether it's gifting subs, whatever the fuck it is, I definitely appreciate y'all regardless. Shout out to everybody from the Ace Pit tuning in. Much love. Have a great motherfucking day, y'all. I'm up out of here.